Hey guys, it's Miss Kelly here from Miss Kelly's Feather Hair Extensions. Today I am here to show you guys how to put in the feather hair extensions using two different methods. Both methods are available in the starter packages that I sell on the site, the pulling wire and the pulling hook. When you buy a starter package, you'll get pliers, you'll get 40 assorted micro-lined and silicone-lined beads, and you'll get 10 strands of pulling wire and pulling hook. So these are the two methods that I'm going to show you guys how to put in the feathers today. So to demonstrate, we have a good old trusty Halloween wig. We're going to take a section of the hair and we're going to just part it out. So we've taken a section, depending on how many feathers you're going to be putting in one bead, this is going to vary on how much hair you grab and put in. Since we're only going to be using one feather, this is about the average amount that you want to put in for an average person's hair type. Whether it's thick or thin, you'll have to use less or more. So what you're going to do is you're going to grab that pulling wire and you're going to wrap it around the hair. So it's like this. Okay? Both ends need to be together, and you're going to take a bead that matches the color of your hair. I'm going to take a lighter bead just so you guys can see it against the dark hair. So this is a blonde bead, and this is it. It's now sitting on the wire. You can see it sticking out there. And what you're going to do is grab the top and slide the bead, pulling the hair right through. It's going to come right like that. And that's it. So you see that it moves up and down the hair. So you're going to move it about ½ an inch from the top of the scalp. You're going to take the feather that you're putting in and you're just going to slide it right into the bead. You can see it sticking out there a little bit. Take your pliers and give it just a little squeeze, just enough that you can kind of see it go flat, because you want to see to make sure there's no bubbles or hair bubbling and your bead is laying flat. Once you know it's laying flat, give it a really nice hard squeeze. You'll see a little bit of the silicone come out of the bead and you'll know that it's tight. Give your feather a couple tugs in the hair, and there it is. Less than 3 minutes and you've got your thing. To take it out, now you see your bead is flat like this. Just take that section, go up and down, and open it like that. And now your bead is open. Pull the feather out and slide the bead. There you go. So that's it for using a pulling wire. I'm going to demonstrate it again using a pulling hook. The pulling hook can be a little bit more tricky. I prefer the pulling wire, but because some girls do prefer the pulling hook, that's why I've decided to do video, and you guys can decide what you want to do from there. So again, the pulling hooks, I sell them individually, $2 to $3 each. The wooden bamboos and plastic. They're kind of like a little sewing tool, and this is it. They've got a hook edge, which you use to grab the hair, and a little lever that opens and closes it over the hair. So again, this is not one that you use to grab a bunch of the hair. You'll have to kind of maneuver some hair in outside of the pulling hook. So with the hook open, you're going to take the amount of hair and just kind of grab it. Grab a fair amount, right? So it's like this. Once you have a section of the hair, take a bead and just slide it over top of your hook. You can actually do it in the beginning, and I just slipped my mind here, so I'm going to add it now. So it's sitting on there. Okay. So there's the hair inside of the bead. You'll kind of have to keep the hair pulled tight just so that it can stay in the top. Like you're seeing, I'm kind of having a little bit of trouble. Pull the lever shut like this, again, sliding the bead and pulling the hair. Exact same method, except you're using a pulling hook instead of the pulling wire. Bead up about ½ an inch from the scalp again. Feather through. Give it a squeeze, and you're laying it flat. Once you know it's flat, you give it a squeeze again to make sure it's on, nice and tight. And there it is. You have now put in a feather hair extension.